tell you a story, Dave, and I think everybody needs to hear this. You know, we've been teaching the high trust interview for 2.5 decades. And I'm just going to tell you right now, probably 1 in every 10 understand the power of the high trust interview, particularly with your referral partners. So I'm talking with a guy named Tony Markland. Tony's in our high trust coaching community. And he said to me on our conversation, I'm going to repeat this as clearly as I can. He said, I've been doing business with a real estate agent for 12 years. She gives me all of her business. I started taking that relationship for granted, and it didn't damage the relationship. I was her go-to guy. He came to the academy and he said, you know what? I need to deepen my relationships, particularly now in the REFI kind of world in which we are. I need to deepen my relationships. So he calls this agent that he's got a 12-year relationship with. They sit down over a cup of coffee and they have a dialogue. And he says to her something as simple as this, Dave. Let's call her Betty, for example. Betty, I've been doing business with you for 12 years. We have a great relationship. All the deals that we do together, you know, we do a great job on. But it dawns on me that for as long as I've known you, I've never asked you the question that matters most. And I'd like to ask it of you today. And she said, really? And he said, yes. And he said, tell me right now, as a real estate professional for the next 2 to 5 years, what's important to you? And here's what the agent said. The agent said, 800,000. And Tony goes, 800,000. And she said, yes, I need to make $800,000 more a year for the next 3 years to meet my financial goals. And Tony goes, 800,000 a year, 3 years, that's $2.4 million. Why $2.4 million? Here's what she said, Dave. She said, I'm not sure that I am going to outlive my husband. And one of his greatest dreams is to have a paid in full lake house. And I want to be able to build that for him. And I want to be able to pay cash for it so that when I'm gone, he'll have a place to be. And Tony said to me that that one question changed that relationship forever. And everything that the conversation now is about is managing the business for growth, managing the business for economic freedom, managing the business for investment into what she has basically said. And Tony said she was crying in front of her, that this is the only thing that matters to me. I know how to sell real estate. I just need an extra $2.5 million so I can take care of my husband's biggest dream. And you want to talk about deep connection. You want to talk about a relationship that matters more than anything, matters more than speed, more than rate, more than any of that. That's what a connected relationship is. So what are the best doing? The best are following the discipline right now of every single week, meeting face to face with who they want to bank on in the future to have a deeper relationship with. We got all this interruption. Some of the stats on the street, Dave, are that 300,000 real estate agents that are in business today by the end of 2020 are going to be out of business. They're going to be out of business not because they're bad people. They're going to be out of business because they don't have brand strength, they don't have 5-star strength, they don't have SEO strength, and they don't have reputation. And what we need to do as top performing mortgage professionals is we need to go to where the business is going to be. We need to deepen those relationships. We need to ask the questions that have never been asked. Everybody write this down. I need to ask the questions I've never asked so I can learn the things I've never learned, so I can solve in a way that I've never solved. That's the key to the future. That's the code.
Boom.